I just want to take the time to shout out the girls in their 20s who have never experienced love or like a true love, but still believe in it wholeheartedly and still don't settle just so they can experience something. Y'all the realest.
Listen, if nobody has told you today, let me be the first, okay? You are single by choice. You are single because you want to be, not because you can't get anybody. You could, okay? You go outside right now, you ask 10 people if they want to take you on a date. At least one of them is bound to say yes, because there are so many people who are desperate to be in relationships, but nobody's desperate to be single. I am. I'm desperate to be single. I go on dates and I tell people, I don't want marriage. I don't want kids. Bitch, yes I do. I just don't want that right now. I just don't want to have to compromise my life. I don't want to have to compromise my routine. I don't want anyone disrupting what I got going on. I don't want to have to sleep next to some sweaty body at night and then them wake up and say, I slept like shit. I don't want to have to walk on eggshells because something in their life happened that was so traumatic like 20 years ago and they don't want to go to therapy to fix it. They're using me. I don't want anybody weighing me down with their toxicity. Okay? I don't want anyone to be jealous of me. I don't need another person trying to morph into me. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm desperate. I'm so desperate to be single right now because I know when I look back on my life in like 30 years when I'm married with kids, I'm going to be like, I miss being single. You know what I'm saying? I miss the days in my 20s when I was just living it up.
Damn, so much delusion to unpack. She thinks she's gonna be married by 40 with kids, as if it's that easy. This is what women think. They think they've got a lot of time. She's talking about running around, having fun, going through a whole phase. This woman is deluded. And then on top of that, she says she's single by choice. So if she met an ideal man tomorrow, would she be single by choice? No, she wouldn't. And most women go online and speak like this thinking men can't see it. Men see this stuff, take her on a date, hit, and then they run.
I'm 31. I'm single. I've never been in a relationship. I obviously have never been married. I don't have any children. I'm actually currently living with my parents, and I am just trying to reach other women who are in similar situations or other women who are like me and they feel alone. I share about things like this on the internet and I get vulnerable on the internet because I spent basically all my 20s feeling super alone and isolated. My 20s were super hard, and now that I've entered my 30s, I feel like I have a better understanding of what I want out of life and like the people I want in my life, how I want to be treated, like the friendships I feel like I deserve, the relationship that I feel like I deserve, and what I actually want out of that. And I will continue to say it. Like I do not want to settle just to be in a relationship. I want to be with someone who I know I deserve and what I dream of the relationship being. And people will say, you're going to be single forever if you do that. I don't believe that. I believe I deserve it. So that's all that matters. But anyway, you're so welcome here. Please introduce yourself and comment, and I would love to get to know you. Thank you. Bye.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
I am 24 and I have never had a boyfriend. There were definitely times where I would feel really shitty about the fact that I've never had a boyfriend. And more recently, I've been trying to do some introspective work and kind of figure out why exactly I felt like that. And not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm great. And I know whenever the time does come, I will be a phenomenal partner. I'm fun, I'm motivated, I can pay my own bills, and seemingly every guy I've ever been with thinks the same thing and says the same thing. So why is it that I've never had a boyfriend? But then again, the more I think about it, I don't think I want to be in a relationship. Who's to say when is a good time to be in a relationship or when is too late to be in a relationship? I am 24. I have the rest of my life, literally the rest of my life, to figure it out. More importantly, this is the time to really figure out what you like and what you want and what you don't.
You bitches always got something to say. Shut the fuck up! Here is why you've never had a boyfriend. You might be at an age where you're starting to feel like all of your friends have had boyfriends and you haven't. Well, I'm 26 and I've never had a boyfriend. I'm going to tell you why I haven't and why you probably haven't either. Number one, you don't settle. I am 26, and although I have so many friends who have been in relationships, I only have a few who have been in amazing ones. And the rest settled and low-key just got their self-esteem broken down and put through a washing machine. I have met several guys who wanted to date me, and I told them, I will never date you, because I knew what my standards were and I was never going to settle. So maybe you've never had a boyfriend because you've never considered settling for someone when you know they're not really for you. Number two, you feel complete on your own. The only time I ever wanted a boyfriend in my life is after I lost my ex-best friend. I wanted to fill this hole inside of me, so I started going on all these dates, really hoping I would find someone. Before that and now, I feel so whole in my life that I don't need anyone. If someone comes along, I am open to it and that's great, but I am so complete and focused on myself that having someone in my life, unless they are adding to it, which would have to be an amazing person because I am already so full, I'm not interested. So maybe you're just focused on yourself. The last reason you've never had a boyfriend is because your time has not come yet. I don't know why society puts on us that if you haven't found your person, your miracle, your blessing, the person who's aligned with you more than anyone else, because there's a problem with you. Maybe it's just because your time has not come yet and you are waiting patiently for the right person. I think it is something to be extremely proud of to not have a boyfriend, because it shows that you are waiting for someone who is right for you.
Shut the fuck up in 2024! This is what feminism and hookup culture has done to the community, that it's got women glamorizing just hooking up with men and not even getting wife. This is crazy. They don't understand that they need to get a man whilst they're in their prime. They're sitting there and saying, there's no rush. I've got the whole world. The world is my oyster. I can do it when I like. Not knowing, give it 10 years. Then they're gonna be settling and trying, begging for a man to take them serious. It's crazy. Just imagine meeting one of these girls, you're just about to take her serious, looking at one of her videos on TikTok, seeing that she's just been dealing with men for years on years, and none of them have even took her serious. You know what I'll do, right? It's time to go!
Does anyone else think that we kind of went too far with this whole, like, all feelings are valid thing? Before I lose you, I just saw a video of a girl sobbing in her car because she told her roommates that she was going to move out, she was going to find a new place to live, and they were like, oh, okay. And then a couple days later, they were like, okay, like, we found someone who could potentially take your spot. Sobbing in her car because she feels replaced and abandoned. And she is the one who is moving out. She's like, it just brought up all these old wounds of, like, I told one of my friends when I was younger that I was moving, and I thought that she would be devastated. And she was just like, oh, that's awesome for you. And I just can't believe that I'm so easily expendable. You can feel your feelings, but, like, you are making up this reality in your head. Your roommates are not abandoning you, baby girl. You're moving out. They have to fill the space. And I think we've just gotten so fucking wild and outrageous with the therapy speak and the all feelings are valid that people are just, like, not, like, looking at themselves with a critical eye anymore.
I'm about to be 29 years old in less than 2 months, and I've never experienced romantic love. I've never been in a long-term relationship, and that's embarrassing as fuck for me to admit. Even more embarrassing, and it feels even more ick to admit, is that I would like to experience that, and I actually wish for it. For the longest time, I know that I have put on the facade of ill, love, gross, cringe. If people ask, oh, have you been dating? No, I can't be bothered. It's not that I can't be bothered, I don't know what's stopping me, other than the fact that I live in Florida right now. But I think admitting it out loud, though, saying that I've never experienced romantic love, it feels embarrassing because it validates all the shit that my mind tells me about myself. So I question, like, will I ever? Will I ever? And the sad part is I watch those shows because I think that's, like, the closest I'll get probably in this lifetime to experiencing that type of love. How sad is that? It's really weird too to admit, because like it's also the one thing that keeps me from dating, because that just feels like an embarrassing thing to bring up. Oh yeah, actually, how many relationships have we been in? Zero. I've never experienced love, actually. It's shitty. But yeah, just a 29-year-old girl who's been single her whole life, and I think I've gotten so comfortable with that it's just this comfortable space, even though it's not the space I want to be in. I do want to experience the love, but you just end up getting so comfortable with what you know that even if you want more, lust for more, long for more, it's like, well, this is how I know my life to be, so whatever.
God damn! God damn! God damn!
Cut the show. I'm done.
I am 27 years old and I have been single my whole life, and all my life I've wanted a man. I wanted a boyfriend. I wanted to be that cute little girl. I just realised now I don't want that. Don't get it twisted. Just because I'm saying I've been single my whole life doesn't mean I've not had men. Coming from a girly who's never received flowers, never been on a date, never been taken out, never been pampered, never been anything with a man, just other than, hey, you free to come round. Just learn to love yourself.
Whore. Did y'all know that us as women are more valuable in our 20s than we are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and on? We lose value as we get older. But the kicker is men become more valuable the older they get. Y'all know that? Yeah.
Let's go home! Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen! Let's go home! Let's go!
Sensational.